Just this week, I'm reviewing The Box. See that? The Box, written and directed by Richard Kelly, who also did Donnie Darko, which is amazing, and Southland Tales, which was kind of not so good. If you've seen any of his films before, particularly if you've seen Donnie Darko, which is amazing, you'll know that his movies kind of have a twist in that they're never quite what they seem. They become very complex and confusing, especially towards the end of the films. If you saw Southland Tales and understood every single part of that movie, then you deserve a medal, because that movie was really confusing. The Box. The premise at the start of the movie is really simple, like a lot of his movies are. You have two characters played by Cameron Diaz and James Marsden, who one morning are left with a box outside their door, and on the box is a button. And they're told that if they push the button, someone will die and they will win $10 million or $1 million or something. So they have this kind of moral dilemma where they're not sure whether to push the button or not. Eventually, they decide to do it, and upon doing so, they kind of enter this very strange mystery, which is really weird because it starts off as kind of a drama with these people deciding whether they're going to push the button or not, and then it goes in this completely different direction to what I expected. It's one of those movies that's going to make you question like what the hell is actually going on. It is confusing in parts, but it does have a really great ending, and I think it ties things up but leaves a lot of stuff unanswered, which is kind of good as well, that you can kind of draw your own conclusion to. But yeah, it's a really great movie. It's definitely back on form for Richard Kelly after Southland Tales. But sadly, I don't think this movie did very well at all in like the cinemas and theatres and stuff. So hopefully, he's going to keep making this kind of movie, because I do enjoy his films that he's done so far. I mean, even though Southland Tales wasn't amazing, it still had some interesting points and had some great actors and stuff in it. The Box isn't quite as good as Donnie Darko, but it's definitely close. Well, not actually, no. It's not that close. It's better than Southland Tales, but it is very good. I'd probably give it 4 stars out of 5, maybe less, 3.5. It's a really good movie. Definitely one that I enjoyed. And like I said, not knowing that much about the film, other than the fact that there's a box that, if they press the button, somebody dies. The whole kind of surprise of what actually happens definitely made this movie worthwhile. The Blu-ray looks amazing. The soundtrack is really good, although if you've seen the trailer uses the theme music to Saw, which is kind of misleading because it's not like Saw very much at all. In fact, it's nothing like Saw. So if you watch the trailer, even the trailer makes it look like Saw. Just ignore that, because it's nothing like it. Much better film. The Box, really good film. When I said that, I mean the Box is much better than Saw. I didn't mean Saw is much better than The Box. The Box is better, if that makes sense. So yeah. Watch this movie, enjoy it, it's really good. Cameron Diaz looks very old in this film though, so if you're a fan of hers, you might be a bit shocked how old she actually looks.